Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Vicky, and on my channel we do fun, easy, perfectly imperfect crafting. So if that sounds like your thing, why not hang around for a little bit? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, doesn't matter what you do as long as you have fun. Today I want to try and make a bit of a dent in my scrapbox. I keep saying that I was going to leave it until 2025 to try and do some like scrap busting ideas and things like that, but as you can see, this little box is becoming very big, and I've got a hell of a lot that I just need to work through and get rid of. So what I thought I would do today is to start with all of my smaller pieces. Let me just move this massive basket. Start with my smaller pieces. So I have A6 cards here. I thought they were blank for a second there, but they're not. So these are, it's printed perfectly fine. It's just that the customer actually wanted it on an ivory cardstock, not white. So obviously she didn't want those, which is fine. And then these are just an old design that I don't use anymore. These ones were printed wonky. They're annoying. That one, they were just on the wrong setting. So yeah, I have a lot. I have lots and lots and lots of them. And then I have some kind of like business cards that I was using just as examples, or just to show the different type of cardstocks that I've got. So they'd be good for like little journaling cards and bits and pieces, so we'll use those. And then you've seen these before, these squares. I now have even more squares since filming that video, so I've now got all of these to work with. And hopefully I haven't planned for this, so anything that I do make today is literally just going to be random, and it won't be thought through. There may be some mistakes, there may be some that just do not work, but we'll just go with the flow and we'll see where it takes us. So, oh, and I also, as well as all of this, I also found this. It's origami, and it gives you instructions on obviously how to make everything. And me and my daughter, we sat down and tried it, and honestly it was just, it's too much. I couldn't do it, and they didn't always turn out how they should. They didn't look how they should. So I now have this origami paper. There's quite a lot of it here. So if anyone has any ideas on what I could possibly do with origami Christmas paper, please send me some ideas, because I would love to do them and whittle this down. There's some beautiful pages, so I wasn't just going to throw it away because I don't like doing origami. So so that's being classed as a scrap as well, so because I'm not actually using it anymore. And then I also have these 12 by 12s. I have separated them out and kind of told myself what it is that I'm going to, but these are all going to be books, so I didn't want to just keep making books all the time. So I'll probably do that next week, and I'll just crack on with the ephemera for this weekend. So my first thought when thinking of like what I could do with these was obviously cover this, and then maybe use these squares to make a pocket, and then these can be just used like how we sell our ephemera, so it'll just be like little pockets that you can use within your own journals or send in happy mail or something like that. And they'll probably just go in my stash as well. So yeah, I think we could make some pockets that either could have like a pocket here, and then we could do a little washi tape design maybe or something here, or we could this down so that it's not full on square and it's just a tuck in the corner. So I suppose let's start first with covering this piece, and then that will kind of dictate to us what direction we're going to take. I've got in this scrap box, I've got all of this. Now this was classed as all scraps because I know you look at it and you think that's not scrap. It's nice paper, and it is, but it was the last pieces from kits or paper pads, so technically it is scraps. So I have a lot of them, lots of different colours and designs, so I just now need to decide what kind of direction I want to take with this little pocket here. I think actually this one has just like screamed out to me, sitting on the top there. Oh, and I like that one as well. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, and that's a nice one too. See, this is the trouble. When you have so much scrap, you become overwhelmed and you don't know what to use first. So we've got 3 here. I think I might just go with what jumped out at me first, which was that one. What's on the back of these? Because I'll probably want to have... Oh, that's a nice one. I'm thinking maybe if we have that one there to cover the... I'm hoping it's going to cover it. Oh, yes. So we'll cover the pieces of paper with this, and then we'll use... I'm not sure whether to use this. I think I'll use this as the tag, and then I'll find something else to do the pocket, decorate the pocket in. So I'll just quickly grab my glue, get that sorted. Oh. And I do apologise, I am going to try and edit out if it does happen. But I suffer from hay fever, and it's really, really strange, and I'm hoping that even just one person can feel my pain and just say to me, yes, Vicky, I suffer with the same. Because no matter who I talk to, they all look at me like I'm a weirdo. But in the summer, I do suffer with hay fever. I have itchy eyes, I have a runny nose, bits and pieces like that. But it's bearable. I can get away with not taking a hay fever tablet every single day. But as soon as we hit October, oh my goodness, my hay fever just goes absolutely haywire. It goes mad. And I have no idea why. I've obviously Googled it, and I do know that there are obviously certain plants and certain trees, grass, that do put out pollen during the winter months. But I just find, I don't know, the winter months are just worse for me in terms of hay fever. And when it rains, especially in the summer, when it rains, it's even worse for me. And I would really love to know what it is that I'm actually allergic to, because that would obviously narrow it down quite a lot. But I do live near quite a lot of horse fields and farms, so the grass, the trees, the bushes, the shrubs, the flowers, all of that is unavoidable. So it could be a multitude. I know that there was a time where I couldn't stand to be near rapeseed. Wherever that rapeseed was, my nose just did not like that at all. But yeah, I really don't know what's going on. So if I do have the sniffles or I start coughing, I will obviously try to edit it out, because it's not the nicest thing to sit and listen to when you're trying to craft. But yeah, just so you know, I might be a bit croaky, might be a bit bunged up, and it is just my hay fever. I have taken a tablet this morning. Like I say, in the winter I do have to take them daily, which is not something I have to do in the summer. I just kind of take it when I feel bad, when I feel like it's going to be a bad day, or if I know I'm going to be working out in the garden, then I will take one, because that's guaranteed to get my eyes watering. But yeah, I'd love to know if anybody else suffers worse in the winter with their hay fever. just so that I know I'm not the only one. Not sure what I'll do with the back just yet. I think I might leave that plain because the idea of these is that it will sit on a page, it'll be glued onto a page, so you're not actually meant to see the back anyway. So we'll just, for now, we'll leave that. Let's grab a piece where we can make a pocket and decide how we want it placed. So, do we want it in the middle? Do we want it off to one side? I don't know, should we glue all three sides down or kind of leave it open with the bottom and the side? I'm kind of liking that idea. The other idea is that we kind of chop it in half, wasn't it? So it would kind of be half there. I'm not sure. I could do two, couldn't I? I could cut it in half and I could put one there and one there. I think I'm going to do that. I like that idea. So what I'll do is just grab my ruler, and I think what I will probably do is I'll create this one on camera with you guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my craft knife. So I'll create this with you, and if I come up with any other ideas whilst doing this, I will make one of those as well. Then I'll go off and make them, kind of bulk make them, and hopefully I will have a nice little stash of pockets, ephemera, tags, I don't know. It will just be a lot of different things. So we'll have this one here, and then we'll pop this one on the top. So, I mean, is that gonna, yeah, because then we'll glue that there, and then we'll have one pocket there and one pocket on top. Perfect. So now I just need to cover them. I'm going to use this one for the tag, wasn't I? So let's have a look at what we've got that would look nice. Oh, so that's the back piece of that one that we're actually using there. I'm not sure I like that. I'm being drawn to this kind of colour, and I'm liking how it complements better, so I do like that one. We'll keep that one to the side. That's a cute one, but I think it might be a bit too busy in comparison. A plain, oh, should we do a plain blue? I'll keep that to the side. What else have we got? Large butterflies, don't want them. Actually, that would look really lovely. Fussy cut, wouldn't it? To take that out. What's that red one? A little bit of red in there, haven't we? No. Well, I don't know actually. I think that goes better than the blue. You're seeing an inside glimpse of my thought process here. Oh, and then these are quite shiny. I don't think that they will quite go with the vibe that we've got going now. So, the question is, which one do I use? Or do I mix it up and use, because obviously I've got two pockets, do I use two different colours, like maybe this one and this one? Or this one and this one? Oh, decisions, I don't know. Let's have a look and kind of try to visualise if we use two different pieces, how it would look, and then that's going to be the tag. I think I'm going to do two different pockets, and I'm going to do it in these colours because it's a total contrast to the back, and it's also a total contrast to the one that I want to use, not that one, for the tag. So let's get those covered and ready to glue down. Like I say, I always end up with a massive amount of scraps, and the thing is, the reason why I now cannot wait until 2025 to do this like scrap project run is because where it's Christmas time, my other side hustle, the like business cards, moving cards, date night ideas, all of those, because it's Christmas, I'm really busy. So I get a lot of orders and they want it for Christmas. And I get under a lot of pressure and I do sometimes make mistakes, unfortunately. So like with the ivory, she wanted it on ivory, but I printed it on white for some reason. So yeah, definitely going to be a lot more coming as well, because we haven't even hit the busiest part of the year just yet. This is only just getting started. So I'm only going to get more scraps, I think. Lots of people ordering for their business, which is quite standard at this time of year, because obviously if they're busy, I'm busy. And they're ordering either thank you cards or they're ordering seasonal scratch cards. What else do they order? A lot of gift cards, because obviously it is a season of gifting. So a lot of gift cards go out of the door at this time of year. And a lot of business cards also. And then on the flip side of that, you also get people who are sending out their Christmas cards and they want little notelets to go inside to tell the people that they're sending the cards to that they've moved house, or that they're planning their wedding, and it's a save the date card, and they're only a 3x2, the smallest ones. And they just pop inside a card, so they're really popular at this time of year as well. So my orders for those go up, and then I also offer the date night idea cards, which is what you'll see me using here. So this here, the date night shuffle cards, and it's just basically a pack of 50 cards that give you literally date night ideas for you and your partner, and they've been a massive hit. And I really love doing them. I have so much fun making them and then sending them out and getting people's feedback saying that they loved them. The ideas are really great. It saved them loads of time. It's lovely. I love doing it. So I'm not complaining at all, but I am complaining about the amount of scrap that I get. I know I do need to concentrate a lot more and not make silly mistakes, but you know, we are only human, aren't we? And if I didn't make those mistakes, when I'm in a bit of a crafting funk and I don't quite know what to do with myself, these scraps kind of always save the day for me. They kind of get me out of my funk, and I'll just say, right, fine, I'll use my scraps and I'll make some ephemera, or I'll make a little journal, and that's what gets me back into crafting. So it's kind of twofold really. It's you get the best of both worlds. It helps out in both sides of your life. Okay, so that is how it's going to look. So we'll glue this red one down first. I'm just going to be ultra careful because this glue, like I think I said it in a previous video, the nib is really fat and short, so it comes out super thick and super fast. So I've got to be really careful because obviously I want to maximise the amount of pocket space. So I don't want too much glue spreading everywhere. So we'll just glue this one down here into that corner there. That's it, just make sure I haven't got... And honestly, I do apologise if you can hear snoring. It's Ruby. I will try to insert a photo of her sleeping at the moment. But yeah, I just realised I'm chatting away to you and I just thought to myself, oh goodness, if I can hear Ruby snoring, everybody else can too. But she's so comfortable, I can't bear to get her to leave the room. I've just snapped a photo of her, so I'll try and insert it here. She's laying on her Scooby-Doo blanket next to me. And it's a bit of a chilly day today, so she's keeping herself warm, and she's happy. I can't move a happy sleeping snory dog. And I bet if I was to go over to her and give her a cuddle, she would be so warm and snuggly. It's kind of making me a bit jealous. I had to take my jumper off because the sleeves were just too big and they were getting in my way. So I had to take my jumper off before filming this, and my arms are now a little bit chilly. So yeah, definitely jealous of little Ruby. Well, I say little, she's hardly little, is she? She is a big girl. I'm hoping that snoring isn't too much. I mean, I think the reason why I didn't notice it before is because I sleep with her. So her snoring is second nature to me. I just block it out. It's like when your partner snores. You just block it out eventually and you just don't listen to it. And with Ruby, all of her snoring just gets blocked out. Oh, she just woke up. She just heard me talking about her. Hello, darling. You go back to sleep. Maybe if we can make a little less noise, that'd be great, yeah? Okay, so we've got one pocket here. And then we'll have one pocket there. And I think what I'll do is I will use these little 3x2 cards, but I'll also put in another one that's a little bit bigger. I'll probably just cut down one of the A6 cards. I need to blow my nose, bear with me. Okay, all sorted. So let's start with these two little tags to begin with. So they are plain. Okay, that's great. So this is what we wanted to use to cover them. So I'll just glue these down quickly. I've been a bit I wouldn't say that I've lost my mojo. It's just that I'm really excited to make a start on the December daily, and that's kind of like taking over my brain at the moment because I can't wait to do it. I really just want to start doing it now. Obviously I'm not going to, but because of that I've kind of been putting off making videos because I'm like, no, I'll just wait. I'll wait until December daily starts and then I'll just get really into that. I don't want to start anything or get too deep into anything and then have to stop because of December daily. But I don't know if this is a mutual feeling, but I feel like November is dragging. I feel like we should be in the 20s, like we should be like the 25th of November by now. I don't know if that's just because I've been so busy that I feel like it should be later in the month, I don't know, but it's definitely dragging, and I thought I can't hold off any longer. I thought it was later in the month than it was, so I'm going to have to start working on the scraps and forget about 2025 scraps and just do them now, because a scrap will always be a scrap no matter what the year. It does not matter. So I just thought I'll bring over, because that basket sits at the end of my desk and I literally stare at it day in, day out, and I think to myself, no, I really do need to get there, because I keep adding to it, because obviously I keep finding scrap pieces. And sometimes my daughter will print out things for me and they don't quite print correctly, so then they become scraps. So it was just becoming a bit too much. I am going to tell the truth, I did have to throw some away. There was some cards, I think there was about 50 cards, all different shapes and sizes, and I just had to throw them because I just thought I can't make my way through what I've got at the moment. So I need to take that pressure off of myself and not have something so daunting when I do come to do it. So the amount that I've got, I'm happy with, and I'm going to try and whittle it down so that I can build it back up again. Okay, so these are the little tags. These are super cute. So now we just need to decorate these cards. I have got got my boxes, handy dandy boxes here that I've got my stickers in. I'm liking the look of these. That is so cute. I don't know if I want anything else. I've got some just plain wordy ones here. I think they'd look quite cool. Oh, mushroom. That would look nice, wouldn't it? Is that a whole sticker or is it... Oh, it is. Oh, okay. I just thought it was that little square there, but it's actually a full sticker. Okay, that's cool. We can work with that. So I kind of want the mushroom to show, but oh, there we go. If we put that there, then we can have that there. Okay, and then I've also got my box filled and overflowing with words and sentiments. So what have we got in here that could possibly index? Oh, I like that one. That looks cool, doesn't it? I like that. Okay. What else have we got for our little one here? We got a number. I think that's quite big, isn't it? Is that too big? No. So if I put that there and then go back to my stickers, if I go for quite, I don't know if I want, maybe that one I could cut it down and have it bit by bit on that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I don't like to overload my tags because I like to be able to use them in a variety of different journals, so that if I have something that's themed, if I just cannot for the life of me make ephemera, you know, you get into those little ruts where you're just like, I can't do it anymore, I can't bear any more ephemera. If I ever get into those kind of ruts, I can pull from here and it's a lot easier for me. So I'm just going to cut this sticker literally just where that line is already, so we've got a nice straight line on that one. I'm going to ink this little fella. Ruby has just awoken again and he's looking at me as if to say, can you shut up? I am trying to sleep. I am also going to just ink up that sticker also. So ideally this sticker, that sticker needs to go down first, doesn't it? Because that's kind of where I want it there. Right, let's see if I can get this off with my nails on. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So we're going to go for about there. We'll pop that there. You're going to go somewhere there. I'm going to sort this one out. Hopefully again I can get this sticker. Yep, it's there. It's coming. There it is. Perfect. And then I'll pop that one just in the corner there. Okay, and then our little index I'll just stick at the top. I was thinking of putting some ribbon on them, but I think what I will do is I will leave it for now, and should I decide later on when I actually come to use them that I would like to add a hole and some ribbon or something, or a little tab, then that's what I'll do. So that's our first little tag sorted. Now let's move on to this one. Give it a quick ink. Quick, 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 quick. Just come in a little bit. I just want to get that a bit grunged. And give it a scrunch as well, why not? There we go. Now we've got these. I'll give these a really quick ink as well. I just can't leave things, can I? They all have to be inked. I think it's a condition. Inkinitis? Must be. I'm definitely suffering from it. 100%. So let's grab, oh goodness, this one's going to be a pain. Right, I've got it. So I'm just going to put these randomly because I'm really not fussed where they end up. They're going underneath my little number there, so it really doesn't matter to me where they lay. And it will just add to the character of the design. Spontaneity. And then we'll just stick that one there. And then this little guy can go on there. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I think these are really good ideas, just to keep them as blank as possible whilst still being decorated enough that should you need to, you can use them in any journal. So if this was a bit of, if I had like a steampunk journal, I would 100% use these without any decoration inside that journal. Or if it was like a botanical journal, I would definitely use that as well. And then depending on what I was using inside my journal, if I was using particular lace and ribbons, then I would decorate and adorn it with those same ribbons. So that is our two small tags, all fitted in nicely there. So I just wanted to do, I think I'm going to need to do two, because I'm just going to grab that. That's, oh no, I can do one, can't I? Because that's like a whole pocket there, isn't it? So I could grab this one and trim it down somewhat. Let's just trim a couple of squares off of this. Nice and straight as well, because I know I struggle with straightness sometimes. There we go. So then we've got a nice long tag to go in there. Okay, and just take a couple off of there as well. I'll just recheck that size. I've got to make sure that's straight, because that's going to bug me if it's not. Okay. Oh, I think I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Sneezing, sniffing, it's all coming out of me today. I do apologise. I will obviously edit it out of the video. Nobody wants to hear or see that. Okay, so that they're then perfectly sized. So all we need to do now is cover this. Now, do I want it in the same as... I don't think I can I? I could mix it up, so I could do the half of that and then really tie in the other two pieces. I could rip some of that, couldn't I? So let's just cut. Got butterfingers at the moment. Let's cut this down, glue it into place. Actually, let's put the glue on there, just so I know where I'm going. Perfect. Not particularly fussed what way this goes. Okay, so don't be wonky now. It's hardly what we need. So I'll just put a little bit extra glue on there and on top of that piece. And then I will come over here with this piece. Where's my ruler? Why do I always lose my ruler? And I'll just rip a good chunk of this piece. Obviously, I'm going to ink it. Why wouldn't I? I'm still using my little nutcracker guy. I think the next launch of like handles and stuff that we do won't be until the new year, and it would probably be kind of Valentine's themed, unless of course people want something different. I mean, if there's a particular theme that you guys like, that you would like to have a handle for, then please, by all means, let me know, and we can try and design it. We do try our best to not do custom work, because that's really quite difficult on a 3D printer. But it's not that it's difficult, it can be done, but it's very time consuming, and with everything else that we have, it does just become a bit too much for us. But if we can plan it and do a whole theme around it, then that would be perfect, wouldn't it? So we've got now, that is how it's going to look inside the journal, but I did really want to pull in some of that blue. So what I'm thinking is, if I grab this and just cut a nice big chunk, I'm not going to use all of this, but a nice big chunk, just get rid of that perforated edge there, and it can kind of go up the top here. That was kind of perfect size lengthways, wasn't it? And maybe we will put in another word along the top, or a number, because I've just spied this colour here, this green. So I'm just thinking maybe something like that. What's that? Oh, buy, don't want that. Just something quite random, I suppose, isn't it? It's nothing too strategic. No, I like the green better. I'm kind of wanting like a word or something to go down the bottom there. I'm not 100%. Kind of like the index. Oh, I've got ticket. Would ticket look good if we had a ticket? Yeah, I like that. Oh, stable. No. Okay. So all my words are now falling out. Pop them back. Okay, so then as well, I thought maybe we can incorporate these two butterflies onto this page. So what I'm going to do is just very roughly fussy cut around this butterfly. Then I'll do that second one. I'm not going to be super worried about those antennas and legs and stuff. I'm just going around its head at the moment, or I'm trying to at least. Let's just cut that off, that'll be easier, won't it? So we'll just cut around all of this. And then we'll just pop them down, get them in a rough area. Ruby, can we stop please, darling? People don't want to hear you licking. It's one of the worst sounds in the universe. I hate it. And she knows better to do it near me. I always have a go at her when she's like she just randomly just licks her lips for no reason. She's just got off of the bed, if you heard that. Yeah, she just randomly licks her lips, and it really just winds me up. I can't stand noises like that. And I always just give her the look, and she knows. She knows. It's probably what she's doing now. She's probably going off to hide so that she can lick in peace. She thinks I'm silly, and I don't know what she's doing. I know what she's up to. But that as well, Ruby, just talking about Ruby, that's another reason as well why I wanted to get on with the December daily videos, because all I can think about is how I have to do, when I do the December daily videos, they have to be done as a voiceover, because like I say, with my other small business, the printer is constantly on the go, and it is such a loud printer. It's so obnoxious, and I have to have it on every day. So where it's so loud, it's kind of like I can't film. But obviously if I'm doing it daily, I do need to film daily. So they're all going to have to be voiceovers so that I can get rid of the background noise, because unfortunately I can't not print for a whole month, especially in December. That is going to be the busiest time of year. I'm just going to cut his legs off here because 1, I don't like them, they're a bit creepy, and 2, they're too fiddly. So we'll go with this. Does that even look like a butterfly now that I've taken that? It doesn't, does it? It just looks like a... Well, I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like a butterfly. I can't use that because it doesn't look like a butterfly at all. Okay, so if we just focus on this top piece here, what I was going to say was I'll cut this off and then we can use a couple of pieces underneath the ticket. So we just like piece it together like that, just so it's all tied in and all matchy. Don't think this one really needs that much of an ink, but you know me, I can't help myself. So I'll just ink up these 2 little pieces here. I just think this tag fully covers all of the colours within the pocket. It all kind of brings it together, ties it in, finishes it off quite nicely. So what I'll do is I'll just place these here like this, put a dab of glue. I wanted one at the top, didn't I, and then one at the bottom. Put a dab of glue like that and like that. Perfectly random, love it. Just get rid of that glue. Okay, so then that's ready to be stuck down here. Got to figure out where the butterfly is going to go as well. I think I'll just leave it like that, coming out of the corner of the page. So let's just glue, not glue, sorry, ink this up, and the back piece as well. I'm not struggling so much with my nails today. Usually when I have my fake nails on, I really struggle to pick things up off of this mat. And I know you're probably thinking, well, why are you wearing fake nails if you can't pick anything up? But there are multiple reasons why I wear nails. 1, because I think they look pretty, I like them. 2, because my nails just fall apart left, right and centre. They just are always breaking. And also when you know when you have an itch and it's a really good itch and you scratch and scratch and scratch, well, I scratch and I go a bit too hard on myself. So these nails kind of stop me from doing that because they're not as sharp, they're quite blunt. So kind of saves my skin from being ripped to shreds. And we'll just ink up this little butterfly, and we'll put him or her or both, whatever, on the side there. And just apply lots and lots of glue so that hopefully it spreads out to the edges as well. I've just realised I haven't inked up my actual tag. Sacrilege. Must get that done. Ruby has just come trotting back up the stairs. Where are you going, darling? You gonna come and lay down? You gonna come and lay down? Because I don't want you making loads of noise. Ugh. It's like having children. A boxer. She is actually like a third child, honestly. I wouldn't change her for the world, and if anyone ever asked, I would highly recommend getting a boxer dog because they're beautiful inside and out. They have beautiful character, beautiful face, beautiful everything. And they're so fun, but Ruby is just she's so needy. she's got to be near someone all the time. They're quite known for that though. Their separation anxiety is quite high. So she doesn't often get left on her own. She is a good girl when she is left on her own. She wasn't when she was a pup. Ugh, the nightmares we had. We lost the kitchen door because of her. Kitchen cupboard door as well. And the actual kitchen door, like that you walk in and out of, she chewed it to pieces. And she also chewed a kitchen cupboard door as well, so we needed to have that replaced, and we ended up just replacing the whole kitchen. So she cost us an arm and a leg. But like I say, I wouldn't have her any other way. She's super crazy, but super fun, super loving. And she's got so much character. There's never a dull day. She's always finding something to do to make us laugh, keep us entertained. And her facial expressions, whoa, they speak volumes. She knows how to work that face. She's got the puppy dog eyes down to a T as well. Okay, so that is that. I'm really happy with how that has turned out. So that is going to go inside both of those. Oh, that looks so cute, doesn't it? So yeah, this is going to be left plain because this is meant to be, the idea is that it sticks onto a journal page or a journal cover, anything like that. I'm really happy with how that turned out, and I've used 4 pieces of scrap and 2 smaller pieces of scrap. So that's a huge chunk out of my scrap pile. Now I just need to make about 20 million more of them. Let me just get myself tidied up, and then I'll move on to maybe my next idea, which I'm hoping will work. Okay, so I'm back and I have a plan. Let's see if it's going to work. Let's see. So I have these, I think there's 3. These 3 pretty floral pieces of paper, which I am now planning to utilise. Then I have these 4 square scraps that I'm going to cover with said paper. I also have my micropore. Now what I want to make is a pull-out journaling spot. So if you imagine all of these kind of like on top of each other, sorry, my nails, so they're all going to be like on top of each other. I'm going to tape down here, and when it's glued down you'll be able to pull them out. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get on with it and hope for the best, because I've not even practiced this one off camera to see if it will actually work, but hey ho. That's what I'm here for, to make the mistakes so you don't have to do it and you don't have to waste anything. I'm not even wasting anything really, because it's scrap, isn't it? So I've just got my micropore, which is an absolute godsend. It's like masking tape basically, but it really adheres down really well, and you can adhere on top of it really well too. So I'm just going to leave a tiny gap there in between the 2 sheets and fold that over there. So then the idea is that they fold in on each other like that. Then the next piece I'm going to make sure it's the same size, because I know sometimes it can be a bit off. Try and get the same amount of space in between. I mean, I could use my spacer, but I think, where is it? I think my spacer, the one that I have to hand, all the others are in my drawer on the other side of the room. Yeah, it's too big. It's too big for me. I think that was a 3mm. I probably need about a 1.5. But yeah, I'll just go by eye. Like I say, nothing I do is ever perfect, so it doesn't bother me. So we'll just grab some more micropore, stick that down. Oh gosh, I thought I was going to move it then. Concentration. There we go. I haven't left myself much to fold over, but that doesn't particularly matter. It's not necessary to do that. I'm just going to trim that piece off. Like so. So then that will fold in on itself like that. So now can you see what I'm kind of going for here? So this piece will, well, it doesn't even have to be glued down. You can just use it as is. But my idea of thinking is that you glue it down onto your journal page, journal cover, and then you can fold it out. Perfect. That part has gone well so far. We'll see how the rest of it goes. So again, just make sure that this is the same size, which it is. Place it and tape it. Make sure I got enough this time. Like I say, it doesn't particularly bother me because I'm going to go back over it and it's all going to be covered. So it doesn't matter. I'm hoping that you guys do enjoy my style of crafting. I know that there are multiple YouTubers out there who are so clever, so they can make anything out of anything, but sometimes they're just a bit too strategic for me, and I do like to just craft on the go, on the fly, not put too much thought or effort into it. I have an idea and I just go with it, and I just hope that it works. And I have fun whilst doing it, so I'm hoping that you guys are having fun too. And I am hoping that I can make some more videos in 2025 that will inspire just as much as these ones. So do I want that like that, or did I want it, so you want that one like that? Yeah. Yeah, so then you can open that and then pull it out. And that's your little journaling spaces in there. So now we just need to cover all of these pieces, and I think the easiest way to do that is, one, I just want to secure down all of these folds. That's it. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to ink around all of my edges, including the micropore here, just in case it is on show at any point. You done? She's been a right pain in my bum today. She's now looking at me like butter wouldn't melt. Okay, so that's that all inked. Now time to cover. So let's just, I think I'll just randomly glue these down. It's a shame that that doesn't reach all the way. I suppose it would if I do it that way. I can cover them too with one piece, one solid piece. I don't know, I think I actually want to cover a single square. I think that's how I would prefer to do it. So what I'll do is I'll just grab an extra piece, and that is actually bigger. I wonder if these are all different sized. Ruby is snoring again. I can only apologise. If I can edit it out, I will. So I think just a tiny sliver off of this, and then that will give me a nice template. Yeah, perfect, to cut around all of these. So how many, get off, how many squares do I need? 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need 8 squares, and I have 3 sheets of paper. Okay, that should be doable. So I'm just going to grab my pencil and around my template. So that's 2, actually that's 4, and this will be 6 obviously. So pop that away and let's cut this up. So let's just double check that these do actually fit. I might need to just trim them down a tiny bit, but no, they look pretty good. A little bit at the top there. I suppose I should have just cut inside of the line. Yep. That's it. That one's perfect. And then we've got this one here. And again, I think I just need to, yeah, just a tiny bit off of the top there. And then that one can go there. Okay, I had to take a quick breather there. Little Jessie Bot wanted to have a potty break and biscuit. And I was getting a bit chilly as well, so I have had to put my fleecy back on because, yeah, it was just getting a bit too cold for me. So I'm hoping it's not going to annoy me or you. But the sleeves are quite long, so it may well do, and I may well have to take it off. But at least I might get a little bit warm. I'm just going to cut that because I probably know that's going to be too much. So let's just get rid of these scrappy bits and place these down. So got this one here. Yeah, just a tiny bit off of the top. I mean, these florals are absolutely beautiful. It's no wonder really that I've only got 3 sheets left of it, because they were really lovely. And do you know, I cannot remember where I got them from in the first place. I didn't take enough off of that. Yeah, I don't know where I got them in the first place to kind of repurchase, and I haven't even seen them anywhere since buying them. So that's annoying, because they are very, very pretty. Just a tiny bit more off of that one. It's a very dark day today. We had some sunshine a couple of days ago, which I took full advantage of and got some photos taken for both Charlie Chick's shop and the business stationery shop. But then the weatherman said, oh, Scotland is going to have loads of snow, and then it was like, so because Scotland's having snow, you're going to get really dark, dingy and cold weather. Because for the past couple of weeks it's been quite mild. Been walking around with a t-shirt on, and I've even been outside as early as 8:30 feeding the birds wearing a vest top. I mean, who does that in the middle of November? That's crazy. So I think the cold is now coming to get us with a vengeance. But we're Brits. We're used to it, aren't we? Well, some more than others. Right, so these, now I'm having second thoughts now, because the inside or outside, whatever, of this is 4 squares. And then when we flip it over, I've only got enough for 2 squares, and then the rest is scraps. So what I think I might do is, yeah, I think I'm just going to really quickly ink all of these all around the edges. So yeah, if anyone has any ideas, I mean, I've got all of those 12 by 12 pages that I wanted to turn into books, but I don't know what type of book. Like, is it just going to be a notebook? It needs to have a purpose. For me, there needs to be a purpose to my make. I can't just make something for the sake of it because I need to get rid of it, because that's not doing the job. I need to, one, enjoy it. I need to, two, be impressed by the finished product, and just to have fun. So if I'm just making something for the sake of it, I'm not going to have fun. I'm just going to be slapping bits down here and there without really giving it much thought. So yeah, really not too sure what to do. I might just have to have a little sit on Pinterest, mightn't I, and see what others have come up with some scrap ideas, see if I can incorporate their ideas into my scraps. So I'm just placing these just randomly. It doesn't particularly bother me in what order or what design they go, just as long as they fit. Missed a huge piece there. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And the nice thing about this micro pour as well, that one of the reasons I like to use it is because if it is seen, it's not really seen. What I mean by that is you can actually see here the tape, but because it's clear, you don't kind of notice it and go, oh my goodness, what is that? It's passing. You notice it, but you don't notice it because it's not glaringly obvious. So that's another reason why I do like to use my micro pour instead of something like masking tape that can be quite in your face, obvious that you've used it. Same with washi tape. Although I do like washi tape, it wouldn't give me the strength that I needed or the adhesion that I needed. And all of my washi tapes, they've got funky designs on them, so it would have either shown through on the paper. Maybe that would have been actually a nice, maybe I should do one with washi tape in the creases, just to see what kind of effect that gives, if it makes any difference. Yeah, I might do that. Because you can't obviously use sellotape because you can't glue on top of sellotape. It would just repel, whereas the micro pour is fine. It will take the glue and it will adhere down, no problem. So this is just my last one. Now I can't remember what way but round that went. I think it was that way. Yeah. And we'll just glue that there. Okay. So just flip that over. Give it a good spread. Make sure it's nicely adhered. Okay. So then for this side, what I was thinking was that we've got this side that is pure pattern, nice and clear pattern. Maybe we could mix things up a little bit and do half and half. So if I ripped this in half, and kind of used it, pieced it together, and then the same goes for all my little scraps, just to complete these 3 pieces here, which I should have enough. So let's take the risk and let's just go for it. Okay, so that is, there we go. Oh, that's so perfect, isn't it? That is so cute. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to focus too much on this side. No. Because what I'm thinking is, the idea is that that's stuck down and this is like the cover. I might put something on this, and then this is what is pulled out that you then journal on. But then obviously you do have this side as well, so should I put a journaling space there, or should I just leave those as they are and maybe come back and decorate them when I actually use this piece? I don't know. I know I've got an alarm going off. Fantastic. Okay, well, whilst that alarm's going off, I'm going to go and try and find some paper to cover and make a journaling spot with. Okay, so I've just measured the size of those just roughly to give me a rough guide of where I need to be tearing to get my journal cards, basically. And I'm hoping that they're going to be enough. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to really quickly just chop those edges off, just so that they're nice and straight. And then they're obviously a little bit trimmed up as well. So then I'll do the same on this one, and then just cut around that one on for the other two. Okay, so let's just get rid of all that, and then we're going to ink around the edges, of course. So we're just going to glue down our little journaling cards. That was the wrong way. I don't know if it does make a difference, but I'm going with it. Okay, so that will be how it looks, and you'll obviously have your space to journal on. So I'll just finish gluing these other three pieces. Okay, so that's that. I think that looks lovely. Oh, that's the wrong way, isn't it? That's how I decided that was going to be. Or was it that? I'm going to sneeze. Right, that was how it was going to go. Okay, yeah, that's it. So it's like a little book. I could actually, if I really wanted to. Oh, there's an idea. So I could do this. Next time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this exactly as it is, but before I cover it, I'm going to micro pour this together, and then we'll have a little book. How cute would that be? Would that be good? I don't know. We'll have to try it. We'll try it. I'll give it a go, and I'll let you know. So that is our little journaling spots there. Obviously these are like wanting to be flat, so I do need to put a little ribbon of sorts around these just to keep them together. I think I want to put some stickers on here. Let me just grab my sticker box. I don't think actually I've got what I want in here. These are all kind of like labels, and I want flowers. Bear with me. Yes, this is the box that I want, if I can get it open. Okay, so flowers galore. I don't want massive flowers, I just want a little something to go in the corner of them. Nice and colourful. I might even chop it down so that it can go in. I'm going to do that actually. I'm going to chop that there, and then chop that there. And then hope and pray that I can get the back of the sticker off, because we all know that these clear stickers are worse to get off, and it is going to be a pain. So I'm going to use my pokey tool and hopefully get it up There we go. I knew my pokey tool would come in handy. Okay, so this one is just going to have this cute little orange flower in the corner. There we go. And then I'm just going to put one on this one. I'm just being random. I'm not overthinking. Would that one look cute? Yeah, let's go for that one. So just get my pokey tool again, because obviously my nails aren't doing a good enough job here. Gotcha. And then I'll pop that one there. Okay, it just makes it a little bit more, less plain really. Oh, okay, so now the question is as well, like, what way do I actually want it to fold out? Do I want it to fold out that way? Or do I want it to fold out that way? I think it's that way, isn't it? That's probably the best way. So I think I was going to decorate this and put like something on the front, but I think what I'm actually just going to do is adhere some ribbon to the back of this and tie it in a nice big bow, and then that will keep it obviously flat, because if you put that in your journal at the moment, that's not going to work. Okay, so I was going to use quite a thick ribbon, but then I found this and I thought, well, actually I can use both of these on there, because obviously the colours are very well matched, pink and purple. So I'm going to measure out how much I think I should need, because as well, I thought as well, if I use a large ribbon, it's going to be quite bulky. So if you're putting it inside a journal, it will be really too bulky, I think, personally. So I've just gone with this small one for now, and I should really be using my fabric scissors to cut that. Okay, so you need to stay sharp for a minute. Just stay sharp. Stay. Okay. Well, that should keep it in its place for a little while. And I'm just going to use some fabric glue. And I'm just going to place it, the rough centre, on the back of the book. Obviously, it doesn't particularly matter what I'm going to use as the back of the book, but if you have a plan in mind, just make sure that yours is obviously in the correct position. And then we're just going to keep this down whilst I put this in place. So we'll just pop the pink one down there for now, and this purple one hopefully in the same place, same length, also there. Perfect, 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 perfect. So once that has dried, I can then flip it back over and tie my bow at the front, and I think that that would be enough kind of decoration for the front. I think maybe just to give it a little bit more, that is obviously the only thing that's going to keep it shut for now. I wanted to put a little something on there just over the top of that ribbon, but I'm not too sure what. Right, now then, let's get this sticker peeled. Got it. Finally. That one was being a pain in my bum. So we're just going to stick that one on the centre there. One, it gives an extra bit of security for that ribbon. Two, if you're not going to glue it down onto your journal page, it's just a bit of decoration. So then we can finish up with, you're going to see my terrible bow making skills. Hold on, I need shorter sleeves for this one. Okay, stop unfolding, so annoying. Right, you're going to see my terrible bow making skills, and I apologise. I am terrible at making bows. So I'll just do my best, and you can all laugh at me and tell me how terrible I am. Oh my goodness, that didn't even work out, did it? Okay, but you get the idea, okay? I'm just going to double knot it, because that's all I can do for now. Because that was embarrassing. I can't even grab my... I've become very nervous all of a sudden. I feel like everybody's watching me. Okay, so just imagine that that's in a pretty bow. You won't have obviously as much here, but yeah, that's the idea, and that will keep that closed as well. So you could either pop it in a pocket, glue it down on your front of your journal, inside on a journal page. Loads of ideas. So I am now going to go off and make a few more of each of these, and yeah, I'll come back and show you what I've done. Okay, so it's now a couple of days later from me filming the video that you just watched, and to be honest, I've had a bit of a nightmare. I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done. You know, life gets in the way, so I don't have a hell of a lot of time to kind of just sit and purely craft, but I did get some bits done, and I did have quite a good time doing it, and I used quite a bit of my scraps as well. If I was to show you, it would look like the exact same basket with the exact amount of card in it, but I know I made a dent in it. So these are the two that I made on camera with you, and then I just made these as little extras. If I just start with the one that I had the most trouble with, which was this little booklet, making it again. This one, it turned out absolutely fine. It was, it works well, decorated well, nothing wrong with it. But when I came to do it a second time, honestly, if I could make one mistake, I made 20 million of them. So in the end, I just ended up making some journaling cards from the same paper as this one here. So I've just got, they've all got lined, I've got something stuck on that one, lined paper on the front, and then some of them are decorated like this, and some of them are plain. This one has two little journal spots here, plain back, another journal card with that on the back, and that on the back of that one as well. So like I say, I just had an absolute nightmare with making them, and I didn't want to give up, but I kind of feel like I did by just doing these. But I knew I had to use the scraps or lose them, which means throwing them away, and I'm not comfortable just throwing away perfectly good paper for no reason. So I made those, got those, they're done. And then I've just shown you, I just made this, and this one I left a couple of the boxes plain, and then a couple have got the lined paper on them as well, so you can either put photos on here, or we can journal. It's totally, or we could decorate it and just have it as a decorative piece within the journal. This one for some reason closes better than that one does. Have no idea why. I didn't do anything different, but yeah, they were super cute, like those. And then the pockets, I made two pretty much the same size as this one. This one turned out pretty plain. I think I was getting towards the end of the day, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. I need a break. So it was just a plainish pocket, but that's nice because when I come to use it on a journal or in a journal, I can decorate it to match, or I can just decorate it at the time. And then I just used some leftover scrap card to make these 2 little tags that pop into that pocket there. So we've got that one. Then we have this one here, and I used the little squares to make 2 pockets there and there. And then again, all the scraps, I just made some little tags out of them. All got a plain back, so you can write on them, put photos on them, all sorts. And then that's what it looks like without all of the stickers in. So I just added a bit of embellishment and just pop these back in there. So there was that one. And then these 2 I cut down. So this strip that you see here actually belongs on this piece, and vice versa. This strip here belongs up here. And I just swapped them around. So this one I've done a bottom pocket and 2 little tags here. And then this one I made into like a belly band rather than a pocket. And then just put in 2 little tags here as well. So yeah, I had a bit of a mare, but the stuff that I did make, I am really happy with. I really like these. I think they've turned out really well. I think this one might be my favourite, the one that we made on camera. I do like that one. And yeah, I hope that maybe I've inspired somebody that even if you plan on making something, it doesn't matter if you mess up, you can always use it and utilise it in another way. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!